Hi everyone. It's been about 3 weeks since my last video. I've been ill, and before that I went to the recording studio with my band, so I had some extra rehearsing to do. But anyway, this video is gonna be a slow and heavy one. It's gonna be about bands I discovered in the 2000s when I went a lot to the library exploring music, and particularly doom, sludge kind of stuff, which I became a really big fan of. But without further ado, we're gonna start with the first record. That's Cathedral End Time from 2001, I believe. This is a very heavy album compared to their previous releases, which are more on the stoner side, not their best ones, but this is excellent comeback, super heavy stuff. While many may not be a fan of Lee Dorian's vocals, I think they really stand out on this album. He sounds like some sort of court jester or doomsday preacher warning us all. There's one song on this album that really doesn't fit. It's not a bad song, but Sea Serpents doesn't really fit on the album, but overall excellent stuff. Next up is Jack's Dots. Vintage rock doom album, very crunchy guitars, female vocals, extra organ. Has a cool early 70s vibe. The artwork is done by Albert Witchfinder of the Reverend Bizarre. I bought this for only €9, which is a bargain for this excellent album. Third one, Confessor. This album was active in the 80s. They played some blend of heavy metal, doom and some technical death metal elements. And this is still present on this album. The vocals are quite a challenge, not very usual for this style, but I really dig it. Used to take me some time to get used to them. But also very the influence of Trouble and Crowbar is very audible, but overall they have their unique style, I guess. Next up is Neurosis, The Eye of Every Storm for 2004. Gotta say, this is one of their most accessible albums, but it's still very, very intense, very well produced. I was really a Neurosis fanatic back in the 2000s, and saw them live at Roadburn. They were phenomenal. Then Celtic Frost with Monotheists. I was lucky to see them live back in 2006, 3 times in a row. They were amazing. Um, I liked all of their 80s stuff, but this more is more tuned down and sounds less trash, or the trash of speed metal is not present on this album. It sounds very big, grotesque, depressing, very goth. It's a long album also. The riffs and composition are just I guess I always say this. I've always said that this is the best comeback album in metal for me. Then we've got Corrosion of Conformity with In the Arms of Gods. What can I say? This matches up to Deliverance, I think. It's a bit heavier in sound. They have another drummer, which is a jazz drummer. He does an over drumming, but I think it really suits the album. And again, I'm a big fan of Pepper Keening, the way he sings, his vocal range, his different approaches to the singing, the shouting, the clean singing, the spoken words, his deep throaty vocals, just backed with great riffs like on Deliverance, acoustic parts. You have these sludgy southern breaks in between. What I was gonna say. Yeah, there is a the third to last song has a very cool solo at the end, but they faded out a bit too early. That's a pity, but nevertheless, this album is awesome. Then we have the one CD on this video, that is Crowbar with Equilibrium. This CD is from 2000, just in the 2000s. While I've checked many tier lists of Crowbar albums, this really ends up low on a lot of lists. But I can understand it's largely due to the production, but it can't be the songs. The songs are all great. It took me a while to get used to the sound and everything, but I still did consider it one of my favorites, maybe top 3 Crowbar albums. It's a pity that they didn't get a decent production on this album. Then we've got Electric Wizards with Witch Cult Today. I've got nothing much to say, and this is a awesome album. This really deserves its place in the history of heavy music. It's been recorded with all vintage equipment, cool atmosphere. The songs have similarities in each song with the type of riffing, but that's really suits the vibe. I guess there's some extra long songs on this one. Yeah, I guess back then this was a very popular album. Then another type of heavy. This is Earth with Bees Made Honey in the Lion's Skull. Excellent cover. I found this CD in the library in 2006 or 7, I guess. And guess what? They played in my hometown the same year, and I went to see them. We were all excited to see the friend of Kurt Cobain and his band, and they played great. I guess for many this is also a great album. Then last one. First album, Conference of the Birds, has 2 songs on each side, one song and one song on the other. This is the legendary rhythm section of Sleep, the band Sleep, and they were instantly popular back then, and I saw them a couple of times, and they were excellent. I've also got this split with Current 93. This contains one of the most heavy home tracks and one of my favorites on that one. Psychedelic stuff and heavy. I guess that was it. Just in time. I guess that went really smooth. Another great one from the 2000s is the Probot project from Dave Grohl, which has, apart from some faster songs, it's all very rhythm based, doomy, heavy songs with legendary heavy metal singers, which came out on Southern Lord Records, and what else to say? The artwork is done by the drummer of Voivods. Cool stuff. You could say this is heavy metal cover, don't you think? Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.